We believe that Miss Mari is a worthy recipient of winning Marist of the Year. She has previously been nominated for proving that she shows the Marist charism clearly. The mission of the Marist schools is to lead young people to know and love God in the way of Mary, in belief that they can all become good Christians and good citizens. Inspired by Marcelin Champagne educators, before all else, love their students. The approach is marked by simplicity, family spirit, love of work, and presence in the midst of those who they are called to serve. Marist schools welcome all young people, whatever their circumstances, offering each one an education which draws faith, culture, and life in harmony. The qualities of the Marist charism are love of work, love of family, presence in the way of Mary, and simplicity. Miss Mari shows love of family through that she includes all students in activities and makes the effort to communicate to her students. She shows presence through showing support to her students by staying in for them at recess and lunch and after school so they can finish their work at a much easier pace. She shows love of work by showing her compassion and dedication to her work and her love for her students and always willing to help. In the way of Mary, she shows this by following Christ's teachings of love, compassion, and acceptance, and being a servant to everyone. Lastly, she shows simplicity by being humble and presents herself in a way that does not draw attention to herself, and she does things that need to be done and does not need to impress.
To give us you, the audience, a closer understanding about how our nominee, Miss Mari, represents these qualities, we have interviewed teachers and students to give us their opinion about our nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Walter, for joining us today. The first question is for Marist of the Year is, how does she mirror the qualities of Mary? How does Miss Mari mirror the qualities of Mary?
Well, I always saw Mary as quite humble and very obedient, and I think Miss Mari, in her approach to teaching and education, she is very humble. She doesn't seek praise for herself. She's all about the students, and she's very obedient to her calling as a teacher. You know, she coaches, her door's always open for morning, recess and lunch to help students with their tasks, their projects, and to encourage them. So yeah, I think they're two aspects, and the other one, she's very faithful. You know, Mass Tuesdays, Mass Thursdays, setting up the school masses. So I think, you know, connecting to God also and being obedient to God, I think she's very much in that light.
All right, thank you very much for that answer. Last one is, how does Miss Mari show empathy towards her staff members and her students?
Miss Mari is probably one of the most engaging teachers, as in she's always seeking staff members, seeing how they're going, helping them, and the same as with students. You know, she's very open, very approachable to them, and to get the best out of them, especially those students who are probably struggling with some of the aspects of education and life. And yeah, so I think, yeah, she's always there for people. I think that's, be it staff or students, I think that's probably one of her great qualities as well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Walsh, for interviewing us, for letting us interview you today. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Chung, for taking the time to conduct this interview. That's no problem at all. Alright. So how does Miss Mari show her commitment to work?
So, in my short time here, I've seen Miss Mari work for the students at Marist. She is really dedicated to her subject, always in the art room, always offering help to the kids that need help. In CST, she's always very active and out and about and just basically willing to assist any boys that need any help. And the amount of time that I've seen her after hours during recess and lunch helping with boys has been absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, sir. So and the final question is, how does Miss Murray reflect the gospel values?
I think not knowing Miss Murray for, I guess, as long as some people have here, I found that one of my first things that I've noticed about her is she's a very kind person. Being a Year 8 year coordinator last year, working with her very closely, I found that she's very compassionate and that the boys in her class are genuinely looked after. There were a few boys that had some issues, whether it be at home, whether it be at school, whether it be externally, and Miss Murray was able to identify that and speak to the boys and really work with them, helping them overcome their issues and genuinely showing that true sense of care, which I think is very Marist of her to work for.
Thank you, sir, for taking the time.
Very well.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Caesar, for taking time out of your learning time and letting us interview you. For our first question, we are going to ask, how does Miss Murray affect your life at Parramatta Marist?
I believe that she is a great model that teaches us how to respect each other and the staff members as well. And when she teaches us Catholic studies, she teaches us ways to live in God's footsteps.
Alright, my second question is, do you believe that Miss Murray is a good teacher and takes time out to help you?
I believe that she is a great teacher because during the holidays, I create my own artworks and email for her to give me feedback, and she normally does like as soon as possible. So.
Thanks, Caesar, for taking time.
No worries.
As you can see, these are the reasons that we believe that Miss Murray is a worthy recipient of winning Marist of the Year. We hope that you can agree, and thanks for watching our show.